It's as if someone should give a gift to my people. They will kill him if he comes to the troop. It is otherwise for us. Wolf is on an island and I on another. Fast is that island, surrounded by fen. The men on the island are murderous and cruel. They will kill him if he comes to the troop. It is otherwise for us. I felt far-wandering hopes for my wolf, as I sat weeping in the rainy weather, when the bold warrior's arms embraced me. It was sweet to me, yet I despised it. Wolf, my wanting you has made me sick, your seldom coming my mourning heart, not lack of meat. Do you hear, Walker? A wolf bears away our wretched cub into the woods. One can easily split that was never united, the song of the two of us. Okay, so I'm going to do the analysis portion of WulfandEadwacer. Sorry, my cat's down there. The title refers to the two males that are prominent figures in the female speaker's life. Wolf is her lover, and Eadwacer is the chief of a rival tribe that took her as a spoil of war. This can be inferred with the repetition of they will kill him if he comes to the troop, the him being Wolf if he comes to the rival clan's troop where she's at now. And Eadwacer, in contrast, is the bold warrior who the narrator despises when she's lying in his arms, because now she is his to take. There is no real rhyme scheme in the elegy itself, but it follows the traditional Old English pattern of using alliteration with the four stressed beats. The first three stressed beats are alliterative and alliterate, and the last one doesn't, usually. There's also a lot of words that begin with W, like wolf, wanting, almost like she's wailing, it's like sobbing. There's a lot of repetitions of F sounds, like with fen, and give a sense that she's almost frantic and crying while she's saying this, because it is a lamenting poem. There is other repetition in WulfandEadwacer. The phrase it is otherwise for us is repeated a couple times in the first two stanzas. It stresses how Wolf and the narrator's relationship is different than the traditional bond. Later, one can take a closer reading and infer this because they were never married, but are in love and separated. The phrase, one can easily split what was never united, the song of the two of us, gives weight to this notion, since they were never united in marriage and thus were easily separated by the warring tribes. Another interesting part of the elegy itself is that the very first line, it says if someone should give a gift to my people. The word gift can also be read as battle. It's like using the word play as a euphemism for war, in the Battle of Maldon. There's a couple of scissors in the poem as well, which are the pauses either in between the line or at the end, which is kind of like in Jammin', but it's marked by a dash or another punctuation. There's one in the first line, pausing before the narrator says how the rival clan she's in will kill Wolf. There's another one after the warrior's arms embraced me, which lets the reader kind of breathe before knowing that she enjoys the physical aspect of being taken, but also despises the man himself, which is Eadwacer. And the last scissor is in the middle of the second line in the fourth stanzas between sick and you're seldom coming. This seems to be a pause more for the narrator, who's just told that she's heartsick and possibly physically sick without Wolf. There's also the way that this elegy is laid out. It's in 5 stanzas with 19 lines. There's a use of both enjambment and end-stopped within this poem. In the first couple lines, it just keeps running on, and then there are pauses, scissors at the end, and punctuation at the end of a few lines in the poem. Wolf is capitalized, but the actual wolf at the end, the animal, is not capitalized. That could be the narrator trying to hide the fact that Wolf, her lover, has just taken, that's my cat, has just taken the child either of Eadwacer and hers, the wretched cub, or her child with Wolf. It's up to interpretation. The wolf at the end can actually be a metonymy for her lover wolf, since it can be seen as either an animal wolf or her lover. Like I said before, this work is an elegy, so that means that there's a lot of lamenting imagery, wintry imagery, like in Deor, or the Seafarer, the Wanderer. But instead of those, this one's from a female perspective, and it's lamenting the loss of her love and potentially her child at the end. There's also like this wintry, kind of desolate feeling that's also common in elegies, and this elegy is found in the Exeter manuscripts along with the Seafarer and the Wanderer.